deeply about the younger generation. I think that we all need to care deeply about the younger generation, because I know that for some strange reason people get to a certain age and they just forget about the youth and think they can fend for themselves. And they can't fend for themselves, because I know that even when I was in my 20s, even if I came home late from a club, someone's light was going on to tell my mum that I was on my way home. Do you know what I mean? I definitely think that, you know, community is really important. And I think it's important to inspire the young people that we have in our midst. And one thing that really got me about the recent riots is I really don't want to see old people in suits talking on behalf of 18-year-olds anymore. I don't want to see it. It's ridiculous. So I had a situation where I taught a group of kids. One of them ended up going to rob the post office in Plaistow at gunpoint, and the other one decided that he was going to go to Carnival and basically take people's stuff. And then another one basically ended up getting in a gang fight and they kicked someone to death, and he ended up in witness protection. I'm telling you because of how it is. Now the problem I had about that is that I do a lot of projects which last for a week, or they last for 6 weeks. I actually think it's quite dangerous to open a young person's mind to a new life, new possibilities, and then abandon them to that. Yeah, so you've got teachers of this, people like Glenn, myself. There's loads of us here that work with young people. So it gives me really great pleasure, and that's one of the things about running the crew. I was just like, you know, these young kids that I meet, especially the young men that I meet, they need help, man. They need some guidance, they need some mentors, they need some direction. They need an environment that they can prosper and basically be the best that they can be. Because the one thing I will say is this: when I look around at people like Nathaniel and I look at people like Shamik, I know that when I'm grey and I'm part of the grandpa crew that's shuffling along like this, because I will be there, those are the dudes who are going to be in positions of power. Those are the people who are going to make the decisions that are going to be affecting all of us. That's the reason why it's important to basically look out for the people who are younger than us. We can't be selfish, you know? So, these dudes came through for the Young Running Crew Youngers project last year. Trust me, it was hard work. And our thing is to take people from sofa to finish line of a distance. I never expected, after they run to the beat, that they'd actually continue running. So the actual fact that they actually decided they were going to run the marathon and train for it properly and do what they did on the day is amazing to me. So we're going to get these done. We're going to do these. We're going to do these. So the first one we'll do here. With the Running Crew Youngers project, we have like a selection process. You've got to send in your photo, you've got to answer like 26 questions, and I make it hard for people, man. I'm really hard. I'm like, I don't like the way you looked. Get up. My thing is this: it's an amazing opportunity. You work with the biggest sports brand in the world, and you get to basically have the time of people who are at the top of their profession. And that's the one thing about Running Crew. I think a lot of us don't realise the type and the level of people that we have in this room. We have basically people who run London, run the UK, creatively. So we are the people who are doing the thing. And actually, I know this thing is this: I'd rather have 10 minutes of someone's time than £10 of their money. Because their time is more important to me than money. Because you cannot buy someone's time. And you can learn a lot about someone from just a little bit of time. So, this dude basically came through, and I was like, hell no. No way. Man was giving me like one-line answers, and I was like, dude, I spent hours figuring out that thing. And Ruth was the one who was like, no, we should have this guy. He was like, we should have this guy, we should have this guy. And I was so unconvinced until the very first day when we went out on the first run with the Youngers, we ran to the Olympic Stadium. And he was one of the fastest dudes. And he was like, no, it's cool. I'm going to pace the slowest person, it's fine. And I was just like, really? You can do this? He's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. And that just kind of, that showed me a lot about his character. And over the course of the past year, every day, man, every day he just inspires me. And I've got a son as well, man. And if he grows up to be anything like you, Shamik, I know that I've done a good job. Because basically, we need more young men like you. And the reason why I say that is because basically, a lot of times, we need people from road. When I walk into a classroom, kids are just like, why are you wearing Nike trainers though? You're an old man. So we actually need people from the hood, yeah, who haven't come from privileged backgrounds, but actually are just nice dudes who deserve a chance and are doing the thing. You came through mile 21 with the biggest gun finger of all. I don't know what you had in your body though, because those shorts looked illegal. But this is the thing. Debut marathon, sofa to finish line, running for a year, to go to London Marathon, which is, I think, one of the hardest marathons to run in the world, because this is in a home city. You know how far you've got to go. went there, my friend, and you put down a stake in the ground, which is a testament to how great of a young man that you are. I don't know how many people in your life told you that you were great to me, but there's a lot of people in this room who we really respect you. Yes. We love you.
Yes!
Everyone to stand for our London for Younger, because he went to the London Marathon, smacked it up in 3 hours and 41.